What am I looking for?
Cruiser.
I know it's there. It's open. What am I looking for?
ETG. That's all the video. So they're in order, and I'll give you the list.
Yeah, that's what I really need.
Except first, I'm gonna see who's doing. I'll show it to you. I have to.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, good to see you, Barbara.
Hello. What a good suggestion, Jane. Why should we mute, you know?
I don't know. Were we supposed to for some reason? We're doing a John Cage performance.
Yes.
I love it. Love it.
I feel like the bigger performance is where is everybody? Hello, Tammy.
Hello. Hello, I'm Ben.
Tammy's fading.
Hello.
All these
The
cool
ghost of
backgrounds.
Fluxus.
That's right. That's right.
I'm guessing that maybe Mary had to mute attendees as they joined.
Oh,
okay.
probably, yeah.
We have agency.
Mhm.
Oh, I heard a dog.
That's us. Everybody's a critic.
Well,
Oh, Susan, you have no microphone? Oh.
Oh.
Jane, your shirt is fantastic. I love that.
Looks like the folks in New York are having a grand time.
Oh, yeah.
Wish we could be with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
Mhm.
I tried to make it work and it just wasn't going to. So I'm really grateful that we can do
Us too.
Yeah.
Us
the
too.
virtual stuff.
oh, I am so grateful. You know, I'm in New York, and Thursday morning, I tested positive for COVID.
Oh,
no.
Yes. I mean, ah,
are you feeling all right?
yes.
Oh, that's
Today.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Hello.
Oh.
Anyone?
Oh, looks like Andrew's work.
again, the rain has freshened up a little bit.
You have come here seeking knowledge. You are a mushroom fairy who has passed through time. In flux as you have become strong. My spirit is also here. I was afraid. If you wear the electric dress, you will electrify your body and your mind. My spirit is also here. The electric dress becomes you.
Do.
So is the video done?
Video is done.
It's done?
And now they're seeing you. Right now?
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Yeah. Hear you. Keep talking, dude.
And you're celebrating Dada.
Louder, please.
20th anniversary. Have a show of props, videos, photographs, nail art, all sorts of things that represent our 20 years, showing at the New House Gallery at Snug Harbor. We invite you to check that out. It will be there until December.
It's fabulous.
And it's fabulous. We have a real life person who I don't even know who has volunteered his opinion. It's fabulous.
Hey, do you see?
And we are thankful to everyone
Who calls on there?
who lent us art, who lent us their costumes, the props that they used in performance. Who sent in mail art from all over the country. And I'm super grateful
That's all the
that
people,
as
right?
a team, Mary Campbell has done a lion's share of the work of organizing the graphics. You name it, Mary can do it.
Mary.
That's true.
We also are thankful to Lydia Barnes, Lydia Gray, raise your hand. Lydia. Photographs for 20 years, and she came up with compilation videos that are on display in the galleries. Thank you, Lydia. Mark Samanchik, who builds our props, builds our
Who's this
sound,
one?
who does collaborations with people. So Mark Samanchik, we're really grateful for
okay.
your time and efforts. And we're grateful for me. So I said there has to be more performance art on Staten Island, so I started this group. Now,
okay,
I'm
I
gonna
need to see my rep.
introduce we're gonna do performances, but when Mary gave this to me, it was blank, so I thought, oh, I'll just add my own name. Marcel Duchamp will be here tonight. Thank you. So first of all, we're going to do a mixture of live performances and Zoom performances. And you'll notice on the screen back here, that is set up so you can see people who are on Zoom and who will be performing here. And we have Taylor Moore to thank for, we are thankful for Taylor Moore, who does all this technical setup, run-throughs, and making sure this works.
Thank you, Taylor. Yeah.
And thank you to you for hosting us. Keith is not here, but, oh, Shelby. Shelby, you're first. Shelby to be first, followed by Alan Bukla.
Might be more agreeable.
My uncle here is Terry Jennings, and his album was released. Lamont sent me a good giant box of these LPs, and if anyone is interested, once I sit down, I can open this up and you can see some pictures of my uncle.
Cool.
Shelby, use the mic.
Oh, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So my uncle's Terry Jennings, and I have his LP, that Lamont sent me. Our family got a big collection of his LPs that were released this year. And it was done by Lamont and Charles Curtis, a piece for children. I'll go ahead and start. My kind of presentation is more of a memory keeping for my people and the beginnings of the Fluxfest movement. Vivimos, vivimos en las olas, en las épocas, vivimos. We live in the shadows of the times that we live in. My uncle Terry Jennings was a composer, died in 1981, around 41 years old. He burned his candle bright and fast. Terry and Lamont would sit on the beach and discuss the resonances of crickets They would talk about dragging their chairs to make sound and constructed invisible poems together. I have deciphered the invisible poem. 20 years ago, recovering from a large car accident, a large accident, I discovered a cardboard box in my grandparents' music things. It contained wonders. It was the box that my uncle carried around in his shopping cart. It contained the wonders of Charlotte Mormon, Nam June Paik, Yoko Ono, Eric Dolphy, James Waring, George Brett, Lamont Young, Richard Maxfield, Angus McLeese, Ruth Weiss, Richard Brodigan. The list is exhaustive. Terry kept everything. I will be reading from my grandmother's travelogue from that week of Yoko's Loft series. Reports. Up early and dashed out to Church Street and Marble College Gate. Hill is very famous, but I find, oh, I'm not going to skip over the dog to pick up that. You can talk to me later about that if you're interested. It was very cold that day when we skipped over to Rockefeller Center. We went over, Carol and I took a subway to Richard Maxfield's to 88th Street. Lamont, Yoko, and another boy were there. Richard copied off some tapes for Terry, so Carol and I went out for some food for all of them, and we did dishes in the bathtub. We took a last subway ride home, and I've had it underlined. To Terry's concert at Yoko's studio. It was a very attentive audience. Terry talked, and we laughed in vain, and with the crowd and the party. One more part that I wanted to read. We went to the Guggenheim and to Richard Mansfield's class. I started out with Terry and went first to pick up the concert tickets. We had some soup at a healthy place across from Carnegie Hall. Wonderful soup. Then to Richard's, and a little later, Joe Casari, Terry, and we went out to Juilliard near Columbia on a wild goose chase to find a bass player. Very cold, and Carol was getting sick. The first time we went to Carnegie to hear the Philadelphia Orchestra, Ornandi conducting Casadeisis, and his wife played Mozart. We all three enjoyed it very much. No taxi, took the bus home. I'm gonna stop there because I can go, there's a lot of, it's kind of all over the place, the memory keeping of my grandmother. My grandmother was a trained classical musician. They both met at UCLA. And I think one of the greatest losses for my family at least was also that she never became a composer, which we really should have. And now that I am of my own age, I have decided to become a composer. Because Lamont Young wrote a manifesto and said you can become a musician at any age. I finally read my uncle's 10-page letter from a New York homeless shelter from 1979, dated July 26th. I noticed that I was reading it this year on July 26th, incidentally. So the poem that I wrote for the Newhouse Center has an homage to that letter, that my uncle knew this city and knew the homeless shelters here. But he also knew Mexico. He also knew we had some cults in Arizona that he just joined to get just so that he could play a piano. He traveled all over Mexico so he could play violin there. He traveled to India. He traveled all over the world. He went to Japan. So my poem at the Newhouse is a relay baton for both Terry Jennings and Dennis Johnson. Dennis Johnson was another one of the cohort with Lamont Young, Dennis Johnson, Terry Riley, and my uncle. We all played on the same piano and all attended the same Gaga crew class at UCLA. which I think really informs most minimalist music we know today. Dennis Johnson gave up music and ended up writing 3D equations, 3D math equations for 3D photography that is now on Mars. I'll end with a song. And thank you for having me. My name is S.R. Montevirgin, and I'm a memory keeper. I saw you in come lie next to me. Swim through those feet. Lay next to me in that blue flag. Take a spiral journey. Come circle around. Come flying around. Run faster. Run faster. Come find me and dream. Thank you, Mary, for having me. I'm David Dada.
Okay, brothers, I've got a hand on that is trying my performance. I can't do the performance because I have a hand. Oh, and it's really microphone. Okay, first thing I need to do is open it up and look at it. And what this is a graphic of a website. Like a 28-page, 29-page website that has documented all the Fluxfests that have been held since 2009. In 2009, Keith Buckholz basically revived the Fluxfest in conjunction with the Book About Death celebration that was held at the Emily Harvey House. And then Keith started with Cecil Tujan and Gasa Baglioni and a variety of us started holding Fluxfest almost every year since then. And in doing this documentation, we discovered that, of course, other places, other groups in other countries have held Fluxfest in the last 20 years too, particularly New Zealand and Ireland. And the most amazing thing is that Lithuania, which is where George Maciunas was born, has really adopted Maciunas in the last probably 5 or 10 years. And in fact, this group with Keith Buckholz's help actually put on the first Fluxfest in Lithuania. Since then, it's really taken off, and they have Fluxfest now where 5,000 to 10,000 people show up in Kaunas, where George Maciunas was born. And these in the Keith Buckholz sort of format Fluxfest. Generally, they're 3, 4, 5 days. Visit various museums and art galleries or other things having to do with Fluxus or art installations. And then people perform both some of the original old scripts of Fluxus, and some of us also create new Fluxus work. So we've been doing this since 2009, and there have been 28 Fluxfests. This is actually the one last month.
Susie, I gotta hang up.
In the Lithuanian Fluxfest, they hardly even mention the original Fluxus. It's basically like a street spectacle, and people wear really interesting costumes, and the people who support it help people make costumes, and but it has a lot of the iconography of Fluxus. Anyway, this was my performance lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan, and that's what I was gonna do, is explain what a
Read
Fluxfest is.
Hmm?
So what,
Read, it's, jump.
next we have
Stand up.
a video by.
Time
Reed
to stand.
Wood.
Yeah.
What's happening? Yeah, I know. but I have to share it on Zoom.
Is it going?
Losing a little bit.
It's just very slow.
Yeah, it's time to
Isn't
stand.
he amazing? More than it's nice.
The audience played over.
I think so.
It was just the beginning of the time. Yeah, I don't think the people on Zoom heard it, but I wasn't sharing when it started.
Was there audio?
Yeah, at the very beginning, it said time to stand, but I wasn't
That's
sharing the
nice.
screen yet.
You did it.
This is Jane Lamb.
Thanks, Reed.
Bravo. Right there.
Did you?
And next we have on Zoom, Jane Wang.
Hi, Jane.
Hey, Jane.
I'm gonna do a 1-minute performance.
Uh,
Except I don't have, oh, wait, I got a timer. I'm gonna start it now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? Wow, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, what am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. What am I gonna do? Oh. No, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Wow. And thank you.
Next, I'd like to welcome to the stage our audience, Reed Ternillo. And Reed did a wonderful sound piece in the Newhouse Gallery near the Mail Art. If you want to check that out, you can see the show. Hello, okay, so I'm gonna do a piece inspired and dedicated to one of my favorite artists, Jackie McLeod. And what I'm gonna ask from you all is to give me 3 words. And where I should write those words on my arm before I start. So first word, just bring it out. I can't spell that.
Fake it, fake it.
Fake it? I'm writing fake it, not the same.
Nice. N-E-N-D.
E-N-D. Palm or?
Whatever you want.
Palm. E-N-D. Next word.
Started. B-R-R-R.
3 R's?
Yeah, 3 R's.
3 R's, okay.
It's an acceptable Scrabble word. So
I'm gonna do it here, is that okay? Okay.
are the R's capitalized or not?
Right,
3 lowercase r's. 1 lowercase
I
e.
just checked that, yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Pointer on your pointer finger.
Oh.
Sorry. Well done.
Thank you, and that's not indelible ink. Next, we have Viviana, who has her own piece, but I'm going to ask her as a favor to do a piece by Picasso da Leone. Okay. She is going to lead us in Picasso Giglione. I like Giglione. Picasso Giglione.
So all women can come to stage, please. All the women? All the women for Mary. Just kidding, you can come too.
All the women.
Mary, do you want me to hold that?
All those female identified.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a lot more smooth.
Do they know what to do?
I know.
She doesn't read my nothing. Wait.
One, two, go.
Is he here?
Yeah, right here. He's online, hearing you. Hearing that he's adjourned. I also have this piece, used in, Mobius Microfest in, 2012. This is used by Jane Wan, just like, I am Keith jacket. So you're supposed to do a dance movement, but what I'm gonna do instead is have this tool that says Angela for Angela Ferrara. So we're gonna, I can just have the tool around and then we have that.
Thank you, Vivi. It is my purse.
Green juice. Going on. Next video is by Michael Bowles.
I mean, it looks like it's playing fine, but definitely like that. Need to do.
No problem. He did it, but at this point, can't see. But didn't you have to download the thing?
Next. Disable participant screen sharing. What?
On Zoom, Jean Casina.
Hey everybody, host has disabled participant screen sharing.
And that's her piece. Thank you very much.
It might be it.
It could be.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. how
Do you wanna move on to the next and come back to us after we maybe can get the screen sharing going?
I don't know. I don't know where.
Is there another participant? You are?
They're trying.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know where I go. I don't know where though.
We're there.
Go. Okay, where? Ooh, point.
There.
Yeah.
Make host. Make co-host.
While we're waiting this, can we all wish John Bennett a happy birthday?
Yay.
Happy birthday
To you. Birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear John.
Happy birthday to you. Woo! Yay. I'm getting there. Share.
Right.
Righty.
Okay. Another reason why. It had to be up there. Like a Fluxfest. Nice.
So this could be the. After this.
Did we learn to lose that area? Anything?
Thanks, Gene and Tammy.
Awesome.
Yay.
Thank you.
I like your shoe, Mary.
Next up, we have me. Now, please keep in mind that the next performance that I have professionals are.
Thank you. Thank you. I don't know.
Delayed response.
Those people. I know I can hear. I am a professional art nerd, so I do know what I'm doing. I didn't hear any. Yeah.
Applause.
Yeah. Look here. Mary Beckman messaged or sent us a box, and on the outside of the box, she wrote for Fluxfest. Does anybody know Mary Beckman? Oh, here, let me stop, make sure I get this correct, hold on. It does say Mary Beckman. So,
St. Louis?
we don't know.
Thanks, Mary.
I know. How about this? We'll stop the show and we'll take a vote. The name of her place of flux is the Fluxicary. So I decided to do a quick piece with her prompts that she sent us. It's the very familiar pillbox with little things written on it. Walking corpse syndrome. Walking corpse syndrome. Does anyone here suffer believing that you're missing your soul, your organs, your body parts are gone, your blood is gone? Walking corpse syndrome. Anyone? Raise your hand, I have a pill bottle for you. Okay. Jody. Here we go. This is from Fluxfest. Take one. Side effects.
You
okay?
That performance thing did the other day with the floor. That was fun.
Jumping Frenchman of Maine. Jumping Frenchman of Maine. In the 1870s, this illness condition was discovered and named after French Canadian lumbermen who apparently were suffering from jumping Frenchmen of Maine. The symptoms are extreme reaction to stimuli, jumps, or startles. Anyone here suffering from jumping Frenchmen of Maine?
Le Canadien.
Oui,
Je suis Canadien.
Oh, good sir. Okay, so we have from the Fluxfest. Side effects, take at bedtime, major. There you go. From the unknown Mary Beckman. Arrow fever. The fear of being round and very, very hot. Barrel fever. Being very, very round and very, very hot. Does anyone suffer from barrel fever? Adam, come on up, Adam. Well, Adam, this looks scary. It's a very big bottle. And it says the side effects. Well, take as needed. You're welcome. And we hope that you recover from barrel fever. The next one, dropsy of the brain. And I think we all suffer from dropsy of the brain. And Mary is agreeing that she is suffering from her brain dropping from the top of her head down, down, down to her feet.
Oh, yes. It just happened.
It's uncontrollable. You saw it right here. I'm an art nurse. I know. Mary Campbell, sufferer of dropsy of the brain.
Yes.
Take one side effect at a time. And good luck with that dropsy and sitting on a chair. King's evil. King's evil. That is a condition where you believe that you are sick, that you are suffering, that you have some malady, and you believe that it can only be cured by the king's touch, because the king is divine, and his touch will cure you. Who suffers from king's evil? Anyone here? King's evil.
They don't want to do it.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
Kathy,
a volunteer.
We volunteer the volunteers.
Okay, thank you. Come on up. King's evil. It's a little scary, isn't it? Because what if there's no king around? What do you do? In this time. You know, to touch the festival organizers and hope that that will cure you. Let's have a little round of applause. Feel great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for feeding at this cafe for King's Evil every Tuesday night. Right, Katie? Then this is the last one. And I think all you male artists will agree with me that Scrivener's palsy is something that can happen to anyone who addresses too many envelopes. Scrivener's palsy, your hands shake. You can barely get a stamp out of the envelope because you are writing so much. You're writing notes, you're down to little captions, to little stickers. Male palsy. Oh wait, no, Scrivener's palsy, not male. Females too. Anyway, I have a box with some more in them, and I'll walk around, and everyone who's a nail artist, which is pretty much everyone here does nail art. And if you have Scrivener's palsy, I will give you one of these. Okay, thank you very much.
Cafe going. Hello to the Zoom audience. Who else? Everyone knows that's on there. And when Kakuichi is on there. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
People on this on one I went to school, I came in there and one by word, I said. I have spun the world around me, a solipsistic range of love. Its daunting interference explodes inappropriate. That was all a lot of need. As crisply clean determination cracked against all odds that can prevail. Clearing the supposed substance. So against its principle, everything shattered and rearranged, providing a new reality no one recognizes. As faulty transgressions and remembrances, age lives, lied hopelessly, and no one believed them. It was a dumb destiny that mobs should have persecuted out of existence. But they didn't do any of these things. Instead, replicating insultingly and confrontationally, petulantly being images of themselves completely forever on the memories of the universe.
Where's your red umbrella?
You know, I see a red umbrella over there, I swear that's mine, but
It's your red umbrella.
it is, oh, it is mine, okay, good, yes, I thought someone, some good soul might have grabbed it.
I
for me.
did.
You know, thank you, yeah, because I was like, oh, where'd it go? Yeah, I did, so I got downstairs, I came up and it was gone and we were looking at it.
I picked up yours instead of mine.
Oh, that's very Dada-esque, okay, good. Okay, so the idea of this next piece was to take the alphabet and do something like, write, every line beginning with a letter in the alphabet and do other variations, but I decided to just take it literally. And I came up with the following. Arriving at my destination, because I am searching, carrying my soul as I fly, drowning a little here and there, except for the oases that give me rest. For the brief time I lived them, going forward without a plan, having anxiety that explodes from time to time, ignorance the cause, mine and theirs. Just as I feel an inkling of peace, knowing the outcome and its possibilities, learning how not to be trapped in them. Motion sickness like I have never had before, nowhere near the terror of those who truly suffer, or imagine things darker than I ever could. Pushing on amidst the daunting task, questioning everything in my way, returning back to the start inevitably, being efforts that frustrate me to the core, until the sky opens for me, venting my rage, within my ridiculous illusions, zapping my ass by clouding my way, yearning moves the memories, zeroing in on what must be. Thank you.
That's for ETG. and their
Video, right?
service.
That's.
Bring that.
Can be Katie and the other fellow. Jane.
Thank
Jane.
you.
You're welcome.
Mary, is
Have
this
it all
the
there.
Jennifer?
It is.
Or Weigel?
I can't remember.
Jennifer Weigel.
Think about. What's the point?
Hold on, I've got. Take two with me.
Karen, is that a gland now or a petite now?
It's just a small puppy. Sometimes it's.
Like 2 minutes ago, right? Oh, we don't care.
I think that could be the anthem during the lesson. I probably say 4 years of architecture. Next, we have Melissa McCarthy on the board, but we're waiting for our technician to return. So we go in now.
The red button.
I just want to.
Oh, he put-
remind people that tonight we have camp breakfast at Camp Park.
I don't know what it is.
Anyone has information about that? Alan Booth after the show.
Okay, it's Melissa.
Hearing at
Okay,
Art
Melissa, she's next.
in Manhattan on 14th Street. It's an annual festival of all kinds of art,
There.
live performances,
Drop off.
costumes, pageantry. It's a pretty
Oh, there she
amazing, amazing show, and we will be in it on 14th Street tomorrow from 1 to 4.
Hello. Are you ready? Because I can't see anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have 3 very short performances. The first is actually for John Bennett. My bowler has sat on a shelf in my shop since the last Fluxfest in 2020 in California. So it was really dusty. And I decided I needed to use the lint roller on it. So I wrote a piece for John Bennett. Bowler lint, owler blint, lower int booth, bowel.
Thank you.
You. That was very linty. Are we sound?
And I'll send it to you, John, if you want.
Sure. Add it to the archive.
Add it to the archive. The next piece is called Stamp Out Hatred. And my last piece is create love. Sorry, peace. I couldn't get my overhead
It's fine.
camera to work. I'm not sure I can get this to stick.
Yeah. Put it above. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you hold it up higher?
I can try. It's gonna fall off.
This is what happens to peace.
Right? It falls apart eventually. Someday I'll get fancy with an overhead camera and, you know, maybe an animation, maybe a soundtrack. But for now, we can create peace. And that's it. Thanks, everybody.
And Mark.
Oh,
Thank you.
what a great thought. Banish hatred with a little peace. Joel, you're next. Joel Cohen.
Yay.
Hey, sticker dude.
The storyteller makes a choice. Soon, you will not hear his voice. His job is to shed light and not to master. Since the end is never told, we pay the teller off in gold in hopes he will come back, but he cannot be bought or sold. The storyteller makes a choice. Soon, you will not hear his voice. His job is to shed light and not to master. Since the end is never told, we pay the teller off in gold in hopes he will come back, but he cannot be bought or sold. Does God look down upon the folks in the barroom, mainly forsaken, but surely not judged? Jacks, kings and aces, their faces in wine. Do, Lord, deliver our kind. Does God look down upon the folks in the barroom like an immortal elder in a single mold realm? A watcher, a waiter, a prime rib mover, a bartender's tender in Johnny Walker Blue. Alan, this is a song I wrote about performing at the open mic. Now, you've got a part of this, which is the last line of the chorus and the verses. I sing it once, and everybody sings it after me 2 more times. So here we go. Those lyrics burn the killer from the crack of dawn. Jumps out of bed, got a render that song. 2 bars left to record that night. Get ready. Better bring it out to the open mic. Let me hear you. Better bring it out to the open mic. Yeah. Better bring it out to the open mic. Good. Jump the jack, tap the playground. Father was leading and satanic songs. The bar swings another fairy tale in flight. The Pied Piper plays at the open mic. Pied Piper plays at the open mic again. Pied Piper plays at the open mic. I'm the dance, what again said, do I have to spell it out? Words just go, one line rock, one line rolls, one line, when wherever I go, one line, wherever, okay. Supposed to stop rapping, the crowd is on the beats. Rapping up and happy to ring, rapping up the street. There's a hole in the hood and roars like a motorbike and ready. Everybody rocking at the open mic, sing. Everybody rocking at the open mic. Everybody rocking. So if you wake up in the morning and you're sitting with the news, baby, have a bowl of Wheaties and put on your shoes. Not much dice below because you work too much night and sing like the 1,000-pound gorilla at the open like the 1,000-pound gorilla at the open mic again. 1,000-pound gorilla at the open mic. Let's go. 1,000-pound gorilla at the open mic. We'll be doing a sing-along at Camp Fluxus tonight for those of you who are coming. Not this song, but 6 other songs.
Thank you.
We'll have a blast.
Excellent. And next up, we have Martha.
Oh. What a pleasure to see you all. So I'm going to do a 129 part performance. First part. Did everyone get one of these items that I was passing out earlier? I know Viviana didn't get. Did you get one? Oh, you're here. I asked about you. People back there don't know that you're here, so I want to introduce.
I don't think Monday's gonna work.
Anyone else? Okay. So that's part one, thank you. You don't have to open it now, but you can. The second part of the performance is.
Sure.
Give my hat to another Ohioan as a peace offering. This is Alan Butov. Here you go. Thank you. All right. From Iowa. What's that? Really from Iowa. You're from Iowa? Yeah, that's where I'm from. And where do you live now? Michigan. He lives in Michigan now, and he's from Iowa, but in between, he went to Kent State University like I did. So we are actually alumnuses. Yes, we are. It's like Fluxus, but we're not Fluxus.
Ding.
That was not intended.
Yeah, what up, man?
What
Come
up?
on.
Okay, the third part of the performance is I was getting ready to come here and I noticed that my underwear was falling down inside my pants. And I was like, oh shit, I put on those fucking bad underwear that I meant to throw away last night. Decided to wash them before I threw them away or gave them to a homeless shelter. And so I wore them and I had already put my sneakers on. So I decided to just leave them on. But as a last minute, like corrective measure, I brought another pair of underwear So the third part of the performance, I'm not gonna do now. Later on, I'm gonna put on my new underwear and take off the old underwear. And I don't wanna talk to anyone about fluxes tonight. So when you see me, if you wanna talk to me, just ask me if I put on the new underwear yet.
Put them on here.
I was gonna put them on here. I've gotten the new naked and.
Put them on!
Okay.
Put them on!
I've got flags I can let you hide behind. It's like a bag thing if you wanna do that.
I'm gonna consider that. I'll consider that. I've gotten naked in public.
Only if he says it's fluxes.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, that brings us to the next part of the performance. Yeah, there's two parts to this next part. So there's the next part, part A and part B. So here's part A. In honor of Ray Johnson's fake 96th birthday on Friday the 13th, 2023, which was yesterday. And in honor of the real Japanese Women in Fluxus show at the Japan Society, there will be a fake Fluxus festival in your mind from now until October 13th, 2078, at which point you will be declared post-Fluxus by me impersonating the ghost of George Machunas. Until then, you are invited to let me rent space in your head, telling you that you are not Fluxus and all Fluxfests you hear about are fake until further notice. Thank you. So, and then I think this is the last part. I just wanted to comment on Alan Bukoff's thing that he passed out about the previous Fluxfest. There's a lot of Fluxfest before 2009 by other people. They also called their thing Fluxfest. So I wanted to talk about this first one that happened in 2009. I've never told this story before. So I went to that event in 2009. It was at the Emily Harvey Gallery. What's that? Yeah, you better sit down. You better sit down for this. So the guy who organized it told me that some Fluxus people were going to be performing there before the fact. And I was like, what Fluxus people? And he said, Pete, what is it? Pete Buchholz? How do you say his name? Buchholz? Pete Buchholz. Who else? Alan Revich, Viviana, Melissa McCarthy. I'm listening. I'm like, I don't know any of those people. There's a lot more. Long story short, I went to that event. Seth Cecil. I went to that event and they performed there and they asked me to perform with them and I did. And I was like, I never heard of these Fluxus people. I've heard of other Fluxus people, but not them. And we did some performances. I did my own performance later. That doesn't matter. The next night, there was another event at Pierogi in Brooklyn. And I was invited to come to that by, I think, Keith. And so I went and they said, we're going to do like a poetry reading. So I brought some Dada poetry. And then everyone else did poetry. And in the middle of that, I did some Dada poetry. And then after this actually I didn't get it right away. But then later on, I realized everybody did like Fluxus performances except for me. I did a Dada reading and other people read like Fluxus scores and performed them. What's that?
I did Dollars to Dada.
Dollars to Dada. What was that?
It's a performance where I would give someone a dollar that had a score written on it, and you did the score, and you got paid for doing it because you got to keep the dollars.
Nice. I want to do that now. I want you to do it, and I'll keep the dollar. Anyway, that's all really. That's all I wanted to say. I wanted to tell that story, and then there's been a lot of these other Fluxfests since, and I've participated in some and not in others because I have to change my underwear. But I did, in honor of that, I wanted to read a Dada poem. Not a Fluxus poem, but a Dada poem. Hold on. It's a Tristan Tzara piece, and it's called Chronicle. Revolution angels behind animals come out of human rain. Super chronometer of 5 kilometers, sensitivity 3%, ammonia, rock philosophical invention Dada accepted. Phrase, paraphrase, anti-phrase, parachute, paraphrase, the anti-Aragon, Radiguet, and pro-Jacob Max in the vase under the axe of Halifax. Here in the virile cherry of future reverie, Pierre of primary prayers, arabesque, Pierre Albert Halo, reply, Metro, Bureau, meandering circumflex of minds towards the north, rustic civic alphabet, civilized singing the route through the alkaline garden, Germain Paul on the solo pole rolls south. Picabia harmonizes in transchromatic ascendance, and Francis has seated the world on the round barb in the bark of Petrarch, on the wave of Brock, acrobat ledgers on the cards of Leger, synthesis, antithesis, thesis, parenthesis, sadness, place, page turn, synthesis, oh, the very last line, wars, poems, it's scandalous. That is Tristan Zara, thank you. That's the end, but if you really want me to change my underwear, I will, but I think I'd rather change it back there.
Well, look, you can look at this.
I feel like I've already
Yeah, you-
revealed too much.
Change, change, change. It could be Mark Block and Jokey Wilson, great first collaboration.
I'd like to collaborate with Jokey.
Okay, so let's.
All right, now I gotta take off the sneakers that I didn't want to take off before.
Behind the beautiful.
Can we measure your penis?
It'd be another.
Yeah.
It'd be another version
Yeah.
of Yoko's
Mental health code violation.
You'll need, yeah, we should ask the proprietors if they are in favor of desecrating the Lenape land that we infiltrated. Really? Am I good?
I'll stand on the side.
No, I can see it to the side here.
Well, and I'll stand on the side of
Let's send it in the same
Here's
show.
my-
Whole world is
Here's my
watching.
89
The whole world is watching.
The whole world is watching. The whole world is watching.
How do you guys figure out when, now that we don't have tighty whities anymore?
Oh, they do print, they.
How do you guys figure out where the crotch is and whether or not they're inside out? I have such trouble with that.
They print the labels on them, but they're hard to see.
Okay, I'm naked now.
It doesn't
Okay.
matter if your crotch is inside out, then it works. That sounds a bit like gender dysphoria.
Okay,
All set?
not yet. Oh, put the pants on.
What are you doing with your old underwear? Put it on your head.
I know, I need to figure that out. I wasn't sure about it.
You could auction it off.
That'd be nice.
I was at a punk show one time where Bandy Don was auctioned off for, this bra made out of, duct tape. It was part of a band called Tragic Mulatto.
Did you buy it?
No, yeah, but she was very depressed that nobody else, nobody wanted to buy it, and I figured somebody would, so I didn't know.
Well, my thoughts on eBay for the guy who knew the sexual gratification.
Well, there we go.
Okay,
So what's that?
now Jokey will reveal my new look.
Yeah.
Thank you. Here are the inferior underwear that don't stay up after 470 wearings. I think that's the end of my performance. Thank you. Yeah, mine, folks. Yeah, mine.
Got the Bennett? Got the Bennett?
What I was gonna say. Next up, we have the Bennetts, John and Catherine Bennett.
Happy birthday, John.
You. Are we ready?
We're ready when you are.
We have to wait for Kathy here to.
Yes, you're ready.
I'm ready.
Yes.
Go up. Stand in a silent room. 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 Stand in a silent. Stand in a silent. Stand in a sil. Stand in a sil. Stand in a sigh. Stand in a S. Stand in a. Stand in. Stand in. Stand. 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 St. I give you the great C. Merrill Bennett.
This hammer is for just in case this doesn't work. This is, would you shut that light off?
You're not doing this one?
This is my friend Nemo. And Nemo has consented to perform Namjoon Paik's one for violin solo that was written in 1962. So are you ready, Nemo? Yeah. Okay.
It was good with pink hair. She could be a nurse.
Okay.
I think she was at one point.
Yes. Take a bow, Nemo. By the way, the word Nemo means nothing in Latin. Okay, go. You gonna go over there?
Yeah, but without making it move.
We have one more piece here. We are going to do this together. John's going to read. Could you turn around, John, so the light doesn't shine on us?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Exhausted beings. Embarrassed whimper in the fridge. Surprised where the ball exploded. Guilty wallet full of grease. Anxious tomb yawn-winded. Love-struck thunderstorm of shirts. Disgusted sandwich in the toilet. Enraged storm leg falls. Sky portal on fire. Depressed padlock lost. Ecstatic omelet falls on floor. Angry moon crashed roof lint. Sad map crumpled in shoe. Hopeful leaf attachment. Shocked lamp in toilet. Confused lake drifts upstream. Ashamed knot lost butt. Smug knot dissolves in dust. Overwhelmed in the water. Barred in the laundry cave.
Warned
Happy hole opens the air. Frightened heap of shoes. Confident hamster under the sheet. Cautious hammer sunk in lake. Lonely half-clad lost. Jealous gate bleeds. Mischievous duster forms a chainsaw. Suspicious dentist coughs in pocket. Hysterical cancer coughs and writes. Frustrated pencil stuck in your pants. Exhausted beams scuttle across the floor. The end.
That's all, folks.
Alan, hold on for a second. I made a mistake. I have Alan video. Is there a video next?
So the next video is from the very first day of Dada. It's really poor video quality, but we really wanted you to see it because the video after it is an homage to this performance. So that's why.
Also, ja. Wir haben wir also das Blut aus dem Großkrieg. Und der Präsident der Erdbars als ein Kartoffel. Es kommt aus der Erde so. Nicht so ein so ins Blut gedunkelt. Dann der Präsident der Erdballs reiten die große weiße Pferd. Andere auf Bahn und der große weiße Pferd. Durch die Straße, über die Berge. Reitet mühsam vom weißen Pferd. Vielen Dank.
Now we have Dawn, excuse me, Dawn Oveen and her piece and.
Out of YouTube.
Uh-oh. Is
Here we
this
go
it?
live.
I hope this is it.
No. YouTube?
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Oh,
The Potato and the Pony for Alan Moore. A love story in song. I'm the potato, I'm the potato, the potato, the potato. I'm the potato, the potato. I am the pony, the princess pink pony, the act pony. And where is my love? Oh, where is my love? I am here, you are here, I am here, I am yours, I am I'm your potato, and I am your pony, your pink passion pony, your pink ex-pony who loves you forever. So why don't we fall in love? Yes, why shouldn't we fall in love? Yeah, we could be so sweet together. I am your potato, and I am your pony, and we are together, and we will be together forever and ever. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know about you, but I'm wiping away a tear. I think there's a crack in my cold dead heart. The next person up is a video guy, Grant.
What video?
Today, the bottom.
Today, today, I will smash a piano.
Today, I will drip water. Today, I will be Picasso, Gaglione, and do nothing. Today, I will drag a violin down a street. Today, I will write a poem that will sound like felt. Today, I will make dangerous music. Today, I will be a cactus in the arse of art. Today, I will smash a violin. Today, I'll ask everyone to produce a sound of their own choice on any instrument available. Today, I will make a salad. Today, someone will cut off a piece of my clothing. Today, I will do variations on a double bass. Today, I will drop a poem from a helicopter.
Thank you. Next up, we have on Zoom. Susan Gold. Susan Gold. Those are right there.
Thanks to the.
Wait, and next we have is Alan Revich. I'm sorry. Next we have Alan Revich.
Everybody track it.
All right. I have one solo piece and two collaborative pieces. We'll start with the solo piece, which is performance for solo flute.
I don't hear anything.
Promise you, you're gonna go double soon. Thank you. The next piece is a collaborative piece with Marissa Tornello. Talking to Marissa earlier, and it turns out she's a trained vocalist with a degree in music. So I couldn't help myself but to take advantage of the opportunity to work with somebody who's a professional musician. So I've got my flute up here. You'll probably all be familiar with this piece, so I won't really, there's no need to announce it. Gonna give her a bit more microphone. Are you okay? All right, we're going to begin our piece now.
It's a spoiler.
Thank you, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Think they figured it out.
And my last piece is the collaboration with Adam Rosopoulos.
Are you gonna correct us on how to pronounce your name? Because it's a tongue twister.
Rosopoulos.
Rosopoulos.
That's what I said. This book is called Fluxus Vision. I wrote it a while ago and Adam bought a copy at Printed Matter. Sucker. That's great.
Wait, if he writes in it, you can't get your money back.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Does anybody know what the piece was that we did? No? Black Man? Something like that.
We knew what it was, we were singing along.
I did.
It was like a whole around, this part of the room had started and this part came in and this one, it was lovely.
I was toe tapping.
Now, I believe at this point, you said Patrick. would like to
Actually,
do
Barbara
something.
Loveline is gonna. Yes.
And is Patrick?
He didn't respond. You put Barbara on?
Next we have Barbara Loveline.
Unmute.
Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna hold it.
Okay, now what do I do? Did I just start?
Yes.
I'm on, you see
Go.
me?
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Barb.
Hi. Well, oh, I see a thumb. Okay, so I have been participating in Essay and Bibiana's Wow Now project, which I have been so excited about and love doing. Every year I follow the same format, a square with a front and a back. And they sort of are documenting performances, and I think of them as little performances themselves. And what I want to do is just read the one that I just made. Okay. This specimen surfaced in 2001. It has been called an amoeba, baby, ghost, guppy, octopus, squid, and whale. What you see is what you see. Frank Stella. What you see is what you get. Flip Wilson. If you see something, say something. US DHS. Every drop in the ocean counts. Yoko Ono. That was then, and this is now. This is wow now. What do you see now? Now. Now. And by me, Barbara Loveliner, also known as Ms. Muscle. That's it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Barbara. And thank you to everyone who participated in today's in-person and Zoom presentation, event, performance at ETG Book Cafe. Everyone who has supported Dada in our 20-year career, and here's to 20 more.
Thanks, Bev.
Thank you, Viv.
Thanks, Mary.
I can speak it all, say goodbye.
They're
all saying goodbye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you,
Thank
Mary.
you. Thank you. You guys
Thank
are
you.
awesome.
Yeah, great seeing everyone.
Hey, Essay, nice to see you.
Hey, nice to see you too.
Bye.
That was great hearing Wow Now go live out to everyone.
Yeah, well, that's my dream every year.
In the left step, yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Please.
Fun fluxing.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go get myself a hot potato
And smash it with a hammer.
and mash it with a hammer, find some
So that
fresh
it will be-
underwear.
So that it will sit inside, so it'll sit in S, so it'll sit in. Bye.
Mhm.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, where do I, okay.